George.
See him sometime. Well, good morning, everyone. I am Stevie Lang, and I welcome you to Unity Center of Des Moines, the Sunday before Christmas. Could we get a round of applause to Deb Jennings? For us every week, and that was just lovely. Thank you so much. She's got quite the truck to come here, and she made it. And also Clayton up in the sound booth has been taking on the channel. And today is all about celebrations, celebrating you. Maybe you're visiting for the first time, either online or here in person. Either way, we want to welcome you and let you know that Unity Center of Des Moines is a diverse community that is committed to supporting a positive spiritual path. We welcome you just as you are. You will not be told what to believe here, but you will be invited to consider different concepts, and we all grow in our own way on our own path with our own sovereignty. So welcome. If you are here in person, there are welcome packets as you came in. Also, if you didn't notice, there are Advent books on that table as you came in. Those are gifts to you. Even though we're almost to Christmas, there are some really good readings in there, and I would highly recommend, if you're called at all, to take one of those with you and review it in your own time. Let's begin with song. Susan Kellogg will be leading us, and the words will be up on screen. You are invited to join along.
All right, we all know this song, right? So sing it loud.
Yay, joy to the world. I love that song. Thank you so much for leading us. Announcements today. There is a new greeter sign up just by the water cooler in the community room. If you are open to being someone that gets here about 3 o'clock and it hangs out in the atrium area to welcome people as they come in, give them hugs if they want them, and just in general, point people to where they need to go, That's the greetery way. And we would love for you to just write your name up there so that we have coverage and people to welcome. I'd like you to just save the dates, plug in some dates out there. February 8th and Mother's Day, May 10th will be the next potlucks. So there'll be more to come, and Alina is gonna have a new treat schedule coming out soon. So all of that, and if you have any questions about when you're due for treats, there's a bulletin board in the community room, and I've been printing out the schedule there so you can check your name. Special events in the sanctuary coming up later today at 4 p.m. is the Winter Solstice Big Pyramid event with Laura Jones and Deb Jennings. So we'll need some help getting chairs set up for that after the service today. But that's at 4 p.m. Then Tuesday, there's always midday meditation right at noon. But this coming Tuesday, the 23rd, there's also a cacao ceremony and new moon gong meditation with Deb. Then on the 31st, New Year's Eve, there is a chakra clearing sound journey meditation. And all the details of these things are, if you go to our calendar at unityDesMoines.com, you can get all the details for pricing and where to go. The Channeling Benevolent Beings and High Realms with Rachel Corpus was rescheduled to February 14th. And Deval is having her next breast circle event on, oh, that's already passed. I wrote it down as 12/8, but that's in the past, so ignore that. Regular events are on our calendar, UnityDesMoines.com. If you're on your cell phone, hit month, and you'll see the current month. It starts in January of the year for some reason, if you're on your phone. If you go on a computer, it'll show up the month. All right, and as I said, Advent books are out front for you. Let's read the statement of faith. If we can say this all together. There is only one power active in my life and in the universe, the divine source of all life and love. Next, the unity affirmation. And as we say this together, if you can really allow yourself to feel the oneness that connects us all, maybe across your legs and hands, and just settle into your chair, feeling the oneness. Unity of the Void is a radiant center of divine light, mighty to attract its good and to radiate good to others. And when the spirit of oneness, I have a list of names that have asked to have our support in imagining their whole perfect and complete selves and healing in whatever way they need right now. Elena, Allie, Alexander, Annabelle, Brittany, Carla, Seal, Chad, Dennis, Dawn, Deb and family, Denny, DJ, Elizabeth, Jean, Jack, Jennifer, Jesse, John, Jotson, Karen, Carrie, Kim and family, Christina, Laura, Larry, Linda, Lynn and family, Marty, Michael and Heather, Mick and family, Muhammad, Matthew, Paul, Ann, Patrick, Rahima, Jasmine, Celine, Scott, Skylar, Susan, Terry, Victoria, and people with struggles we know nothing about. And as you sink into the chair that you are in and let it fully support you, we will go into our time of meditation together. Let your bodies relax. Let the fast pace of your thoughts with concerns about the past or the future settle into this now moment. Allow your breathing to deepen and slow down. In this moment, all is well. And in this moment, I invite you to celebrate yourself today. Many times when we think about ourselves, we think about what our goals are, or maybe about something we've done that we wish we would have done differently. But right now, in this moment, I would like you just to give yourself a big hug and a big dose of love, celebrating the unique child of God that you are. You are the light of the world. Each and every one of you are a divine, loved being. Just take a moment to celebrate that and allow those good feelings about yourself to flow to you. Not needing anyone else's approval, just loving yourself as you are, here and now. And as we go into the silence, just let those good feelings continue to flow to yourself. Maybe you'll find the smile in your heart showing on your face as you do that in the silence. And as you gently return from the silence, take a deep breath in of unconditional love for yourself again. And breathe out gratitude for this time to meditate and love yourself. And then another expansion of breath. Allow that same unconditional love to flow to each one in this room. Breathing out gratitude for this community that loves and supports you. And then another breath from deep within your belly. Allowing that same unconditional love to flow to all beings everywhere. We all have things in common. We all want to be well, healthy, and happy. To be free from pain, suffering, and strife, and to know peace, and know that we can connect with that source of peace within us. We all want those things. So we let that unconditional love flow to everyone, everywhere. And as we breathe out gratitude for all that is. Sometimes it's hard to see a blessing in a situation when we first examine it. But we know and trust all is unfolding for our highest good. And so we give thanks for all that is. And then gently return your awareness to this beautiful room that we are blessed to gather in every Sunday morning together as a community and for events throughout the week. Send some appreciation to the room and the building. And as you come fully back, you can open your eyes and we'll be ready to move on with our service. Thank you. The reading for today is taken from the Advent book we have for everyone. And it says, Advent calls us into love, not the glittering, polished love of holiday movies, wrapped gifts, and store windows, but love that is complex, complicated, and messy. The story of Jesus' birth, marked by uncertainty, fear, and courageous faith, reminds us that divine love often arrives not in perfection, but in persistence and boldness. Advent love dares us to go deeper, to reach out to the hurting, to prioritize connection over consumption, to extend forgiveness even when it's difficult, to risk vulnerability by opening our hearts again. As we go forward this week, let us ask, how am I being called to love more fully, more truthfully, more daringly? What might be born in me if I let love lead? It is this love that brings light into the world. The affirmation that goes along with this, if I say it once and then we can all say it together, is this: I am a powerful channel of God's love.
I am a powerful channel of God's love.
And now another song, this one, The Light of the Lord. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. Let your light shine. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. Let your light shine. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You are the light. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. So let your light so shine. Let your light shine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Could we get another round of applause for our music team? Helping that light shine. And probably the most powerful talk that Michael ever gave was when he had us say about 300 times, I am the light of the world. And it still goes on with me. So Michael is back here about the celebration of you. Please welcome Michael Kolbeck.
Thank you. And that was a few years ago now. Gosh, what are we in?
2025.
2025. So I think I was looking the other day. I can't remember if that was 2 years or 3 years ago. I actually spoke that You Are the Light of the World message. And I can't remember if that was the one, Stevie, where you were going down here or not. I couldn't figure out what she was telling me. Like the universal sign for cut it short, right? You're done. All right. So this morning, we're going to be focusing on a celebration of you. And as much as I like this Christmas hat, it's a little warm.
I'll take it for you.
So I'm just gonna ditch that for the moment. All right. So it is Christmas time, right? Christmas week, actually. We're heading into Christmas Eve on Wednesday and Christmas on Thursday. And I don't know about you, but I love this time of year. That's why I wear the Santa hat around. If I go out to my mom, she's always like, oh, where's your Santa hat? If I don't have it, if I don't come in the house with it on. But it's great. Does everyone have their shopping done?
No.
No? I don't have mine done yet either. That's all right. I got most of it done. How about your cookies, your goodies, anything that you're gonna bake? All right, I got some of that coming up in the next couple of days that I'm gonna do. This time of year, It's a time that we make plans, we get together with family, it's a time that we celebrate, and it's a time of festivity. That's what I love about Christmas so much. It's a time to get together with our family, with our friends, even if they live a little ways away from us. We generally make the effort, or they make the effort, to do some traveling, to make sure that we see one another. It's a time to decorate. I don't know about you. I actually enjoy the decoration. When I used to have a house, was the guy on the street with the front yard that had way too many lights in it. And every time I thought I was done, I was going back to the store to get more lights and add to it, because it just wasn't big enough yet. It's a time to indulge, right? Christmas time is a time to celebrate in all of the ways. And one of the ways that we do that is indulging in food and drink way beyond what we need. That's okay, because it's Christmas and it's a time to celebrate. And it's a time that gives us a break from the day-to-day, kind of the mundaneness from the rest of the year. And if you feel it, you take a moment to just feel into the Christmas energy that's there. The energy is different. There's many reasons as to why that probably is, but the energy at the time of Christmas is a little bit different. It's a beautiful time of year. And it's a time to celebrate not only all these things that we've mentioned, but a time to celebrate the birth of Jesus, the Christ, the Anointed. Now we have the name Jesus, but I also want to look at Matthew 1:23. For Jesus also is given another name. Matthew 1:23 states, behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which means God with us. So Christmas is not only a time to celebrate Jesus the Christ, but the truth that God is indeed with us. Now, when we look at Christmas, of course, it begins with Christ, the word Christ. And that word Christ actually means anointed. It's a title.
Yeah.
We have Jesus, the name. We also have the other name of Emmanuel, God with us. But then we have Christ, which is a title meaning anointed. And when we look at the term Christ in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary that Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore put together, he states the Christ, or the perfect man, perfect human idea, existing eternally in divine mind, is the true spiritual higher self of every individual.
Yeah.
Each of us has within ourselves the Christ, the anointed. So Christmas is not only the story and the celebration of Jesus the Christ, but also the story and celebration of ourselves. For the Christ lives within each of us. That anointing lives within each of us. As was mentioned previously, a couple of years ago, I spoke on You Are the Light of the World. And Jesus was speaking to a multitude that day when he gave that Sermon on the Mount. When he spoke to the multitudes of people before him, those people weren't perfect. Those people were like every single one of us here today, and every single one of us that's online. Many of them were facing some difficulty or some challenges in their life. Maybe they were feeling a little bit less than in various ways. Maybe some of them, they were just trying to make it through the day. And yet Jesus proclaimed to them, you are the light of the world. In 1 John 1:5, it is stated that God is light. So when Jesus makes a proclamation that you are the light of the world, and we're also told that God is light, that is beckoning the Christ that is within each of us. We are the embodiment of the divine in human form. The Word become flesh, as they say. Emmanuel, or God with us, if you will. So Christmas time is not only the story of Jesus the Christ, but also the story and celebration of ourselves. The Christ living within each of us, the light of God living within each of us. So at Christmas time, we take time to celebrate the birth of Jesus. And by the way, as a side note, if you ever want to look at the metaphysical symbology of the Nativity and everything that's described in that story, we're not going to go into any of that today. But you can look at something like Charles Fillmore's Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. I'll give you all kinds of information, or you can just go out on YouTube and look up some wonderful things on the metaphysical meaning from like a unity perspective of what the Nativity is all about, what this story is all about. There's so much rich symbology in this. It's a beautiful thing. But at Christmas time, we celebrate the birth of Jesus. Now, just like Jesus, each of us has a birthday, right? I'm in October. And we take those days each year, especially as kids, but even as we get into our adult years, we celebrate our birthdays. We celebrate the birthdays of those that we love. We celebrate the birthday of Jesus at Christmas time. So I have a question for you when you think about celebration, when you think about you. Besides your birthday, when was the last time you actually celebrated you? When was the last time that you celebrated you? By conventional standards, we're given permission, even as adults. Like we're given permission on your birthday, you can do whatever you want. You can do it up as big as you want. Like me, 5 years ago, I just wanted to go to Denny's and have some pancakes on my birthday, so that's what I did, right? I didn't need permission from anybody. I just gave myself permission and did it. We can throw a party with our family and friends on our birthday. You can go to Vegas and do it up really big on your birthday. And you can make it a day, or you can make it a weekend. When I grew up, or excuse me, when I was raising my family, we used to always call it birthday weeks. Because it seemed like there was a lot of planning, a lot of excitement, to celebrate the kid's birthday or whatever. So it was more like a birthday week rather than a birthday day. And so one day out of the year, right, we're given permission, go do whatever you want, celebrate however you want, and celebrate you. You made it around the sun another year, and you have another year coming up. But if you don't look at your birthday, if you look at the other 364 days of the year, when was the last time that you celebrated you? It's interesting because if we were to go up to our family and friends on a day that's not our birthday or at a time that's not our birthday and say, hey, you want to get together? We're just going to have a celebration. You want to get together? Their question is probably going to be like, sure. What are we celebrating? Me. We're going to celebrate me. It's like, but it's not your birthday, is it? No, it's not. But we're going to get together. We're going to celebrate me anyway. I might have like another birthday for myself, right? And it's not so much about the expression of balloons and the big party or anything like that. It's more about the mindset. Where you wake up each day and you're happy to be alive. You're celebrating the fact that you're here, that you're breathing again, that you can go outside, you can take in the fresh air, you can listen to the birds, you can take a walk, whatever it is that resonates with you. We're taught to be humbled, to not shine our light too bright. It's okay if you do it on one day a year. But I don't know about every day, right? Imagine if you went around celebrating yourself every day. And I'm not talking about a prideful, egoic way. It's like, oh, look at me. But you just celebrated yourself. You celebrated everything you've come through. You celebrate the fact that you are the light of the world, that the Christ lives within you, that you're not perfect. We don't have to be perfect. That's great. Once you realize you don't have to be perfect, there's nothing to attain, that you can't attain that anyway. That's a whole new level of freedom to let yourself off that hook. Having the mindset of celebrating you every day, simply honoring and celebrating the person that you are, the divine that you are. Now, I want to talk for a moment about love, because love plays into celebration, does it not?
Yes.
Yeah. When you celebrate something, like, there's a lot of love there that's going on. When we celebrate the birth of Jesus, we celebrate the birth of a loved one. When we celebrate ourselves in whatever way that is, there's a lot of love involved in that. Jesus states in John 13:34 that we are to love one another as I have loved you. And in James 2:8, we're instructed to love your neighbor as yourself. So how do you love your neighbor? And when you think of your neighbor, it's not necessarily, but it is as well, the person who lives right next door to you. Whether they're in the house next to you, whether they're in the next apartment over, whatever that is, sure, that's your neighbor. But your neighbor is also the cashier at the convenience store, the barista at the coffee shop, person that you meet on the street, person that you meet in the aisles while you're grocery shopping. How do you love your neighbor? It's pretty easy, right? When it gets right down to it. You help them out. You listen to them. You talk to them. You spend time with them. You may go over and help shovel their driveway or mow their lawn or fix something that they need help fixing. You bring them goodies. You may just sit outside, sit on the patio, take a walk, sip some tea together with them. All of these things are kindness, compassion, support. It's seeing and recognizing that other individual. It's showing that you value them. And all of that are acts of love. All of that is celebrating another individual. When you do all of those things for them, it's as though you are saying, the light of me sees the light in you. Okay? Notice that when we are admonished to love our neighbors as ourselves, as that scripture states, that it begins with yourself. Notice all those acts of kindness that you do for other people. And then take a look and go, like, do I do that same thing for myself? Because I don't know about you, I am my own worst enemy at times. We are our worst critics, right? We are like so hard on ourselves. But if I do something and I see my neighbor do the exact same dumb thing, there was a time where I would beat myself up for whatever that was for quite some time. But when it came to my neighbor, it was just like, no big deal. I wasn't going to hold them to anything. I wasn't going to punish them in any way. The loving of our neighbors occurs as an outpouring of the love that we have for ourselves. And that outpouring of love that we have for ourselves, it comes from a cup that is already full, that recognizes that we are love. that recognizes that we have enough. When our cup is running over, then we have enough to give to others. Loving your neighbor doesn't mean giving out of obligation and expectation or sacrifice on a consistent basis. It means loving yourself first, knowing when you then have the capacity, when you have enough love to give to that other individual, to give to that neighbor. This is what Jesus was saying to the multitude when he told them, "You are the light of the world." He was loving them as he did himself. In John 8:12, Jesus states, "I am the light of the world." And in that statement, he was speaking into his attunement with his oneness with God the Father. He says, "I am the light of the world." And yet he also says, "You are the light of the world." He was celebrating himself, knowing that he is the light of the world, that the Christ lives within him. He was also celebrating the multitude, saying, "You are the light of the world. The Christ lives within you." So when was the last time that you loved yourself enough to lift yourself up, to be kind to yourself, to support yourself, to take time to really see and listen to yourself, to tell yourself in a loving way, "That's okay. You messed up. No big deal. If you have to clean it up, clean it up, and then you move on." We don't find it selfish when we celebrate and love a neighbor. We don't find it selfish when we support and lift them up. So why do we feel this way when it comes to celebrating ourselves? Especially if it's on an unapproved day. To have the ability to listen to the desires of your heart and soul, to honor your truth, to pat yourself on the back, to look at yourself and say, "Wow, look how far I've come." And to be proud about that, right? "2025 is coming to an end. And regardless of who you are in this room or online, you are the light of the world. The Christ lives within you. And that does not mean that our lives have no challenges, have no difficulties. But it does mean that through those challenges and through those difficulties, we learn to know ourselves at a deeper level. And as we deepen our connection with ourselves, we deepen our connection with God and with the Christ within. I suspect that most of you, because you're human, have had challenges this year. If I was to ask, has anybody not had any challenges in here this year? Right? Right.
Just kidding.
Nobody's going to raise their hand because everybody has something. Maybe you've had issues with your health, or become the caretaker of somebody who has issues with their health. Maybe you've experienced some type of loss or faced some financial hardships or difficulties. Maybe there's turmoil in relationships, whether that's with a partner or a loved one, a job or a career, whatever that relationship is. Some of those challenges have been resolved. Some of those challenges are currently ongoing. But even in the midst of all of that, what we know is that even in the challenges, we are the light of the world. Even when there's clouds outside, the sun is still shining. Even when we feel dark and heavy inside of ourselves, the sun is still shining.
Yeah.
You are still the light of the world. And may we remember what Psalm 55:22 states when it says, cast your burdens on the Lord and he shall sustain you. In other words, cast your burdens on the Christ light within. This morning, I want to take a little bit of time. I'm going to keep it really short here, but I want to take a few moments to just give whoever wants to share the opportunity to say something that celebrates yourself today. Maybe it's something, maybe it's a challenge that you overcame during this year. Maybe you just want to say, hey, I look pretty great today, don't I? We're going to celebrate that with you, whatever it is. So I'm going to come around. There is no obligation in this, but if you would like to share, just put your hand up. It'll be a short 1 or 2 sentence statement from you if we could. It's like Dennis has something over here.
I'm so happy, even though church was canceled 2 Sundays and like 2 out of the 3 Sundays, I have been able to go cross-country skiing 3 times. The first time in 5 years that I've seen snow this good, so.
Yeah.
I celebrate that with one because the snow this year has been fantastic, even though it's supposed to be 58 this Christmas. I'm a little concerned about that, but we can say, hey, we've already had some snow.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a celebration?
I'm doing it right and I'm not getting it wrong.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a celebration?
I'm not sure everybody knows, but my amazing dog Roscoe was stabbed by a neighbor on November 2nd. He's 15 years old. He loves everyone. And this man was very angry at me and started harassing me. It's a long story, but to keep it short, when it happened, I was kind of in shock. And luckily animal control and police got there very quickly. So a friend and I, they helped us. I didn't even know he had stabbed the dog when I saw it happen. I saw him go like this into his left side. And I went over there and there's video tape of it. Anyway, I can't get too involved, but I just kept calm when everybody got there. I was inside and I'm like, Roscoe will not go out of the road this way. And I was calm, cool, and collected, and he's amazing. And we got him to ER and he survived.
Yay.
This is my first day without a cane after back surgery.
Let's see, we got a couple back here.
Well, I'm not gonna tell the mother story, but I've been doing mother work and I found out about some really bad things that happened to her, so now I understand why she abandoned me. Well, the second the whole story came through me, I lost all judgment I just totally forgave her and just started sobbing. But then I got a message that you need to do that with all people.
Yeah.
Because my mother was raped 3 times. I did never do that. My brother did, I didn't. But now I have total understanding. Well, what the message was to me is, I don't know what Michael's pain was, why he treats me the way he does. So I have this wholeness and joy in my body by not looking at you and say, oh my God, look at her, her throat's so short, which my sister-in-law does. And I feel so good, so give it a try.
I want to celebrate my amazing, astonishing partner, Susan Kellogg. Friday, she took a guitar all over Capitol View Elementary School. The classes up one hall and down the other, helping the kids sing Christmas carols. It was a beautiful experience.
I love that. We thank you. Thank you very much for all of those shares and those celebrations. And remind yourself, it is okay to celebrate yourself. This Christmas season, as we're going in to celebrate Jesus the Christ, remind yourself to celebrate yourself as well, for you have the Christ within you. And as Matthew 5:14 states, you are the light of the world. And Psalm 139:14 states, I praise you, O God, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. If you have a celebration that you didn't get to express today, feel free to write it down and put it in the prayer box back there. And we'll be able to celebrate you that way. Feel free to just reach out and express that. Or feel free to turn to the person next to you, or as we go to the community room today, and just share that celebration with another individual. And then take a moment to celebrate whatever that is that you share. It is time now to head into Christmas week. Is everybody ready? Everybody ready to get celebrated? All right. The Christ that makes Christmas possible lives within each of us, and that is something to celebrate.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you would like to share your resources with the Unity Summit of Des Moines, now is your opportunity to do so. If you happen to be joining us online, or if you're like me and rarely carry cash, we can accept donations via Venmo and Zelle. Venmo is Unity-Des Moines, and Zelle is our email, info@unitydesmoines.com. But whatever your contribution, whether it be of a financial, energetic, or physical level, we want to offer the following affirmation. I am infinitely abundant. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I innately acknowledge the divine source.
I guess, turn that off. Now, are we on?
There you go.
There. I guess Nicholas became a saint by starting with a thing of gift giving, and then we've morphed his name into Santa Claus. So we're gonna play a little song about Saint Nicholas. Well, you better watch out, better not cry, you better not tell Santa Claus to town. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. He knows that you all been very nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows that you've been good. So be good, for goodness sake. You better watch out now. You better not cry. You better not pout out. Tell you why. 'Cause Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Thank you, Dennis, for gifting your music with us. He told us he has to scoot out of here exactly at 11:30. So we're gonna wrap up before then.
Yeah.
We'll be right on time. As Linda brings this up, I wanted to mention that there are some of Dennis's recorded work on CD. If that is something you would like to have, all proceeds for the sale of the CDs today will go to Unity Center of Des Moines. And also, if I could draw your attention to the back where it says "Be Kind." Those are signs that Dennis and Laura were inspired to get printed. And if you would like to put one of those up, all proceeds for those go to Unity Center of Des Moines. So thank you.
They make really good Christmas gifts.
And they make really good Christmas gifts.
And they allow you to meet people in your neighborhood because we don't live far from each other. And somebody was here the other day and said, "Oh, you live on 41st and you have."
There
And they bought.
what a wonderful thing to be known for. So, yes, thank you. Well, we would like to dedicate this offering to do the work of spirit and truth to the people of Unity Center of Des Moines. And we are grateful. Thank you,
And
everyone.
they can come to me to get.
And yes, and Linda Klein here will help you if you would like a CD or a sign. So now, as we conclude, let's follow along as Deb Jennings leads us through the Universal Breathing of Peace from the Gandhi Foundation. I'd like to invite everyone to stand up and follow along with the words and hand motions.
Just repeat back to me. I offer you peace.
I offer you peace.
I offer you love.
I offer you love.
I offer you friendship.
I offer you friendship.
I see your beauty.
I see your beauty.
I hear your needs.
I hear your needs.
I feel your feelings.
I feel your feelings.
My wisdom flows from the higher source,
My wisdom flows to the highest source,
and I salute that source in you.
and I salute that source in you.
Let us work together for unity and love.
Let us work together for unity and love.
And with that love in our hearts, I'd like everyone to circle up and we'll sing our closing song together. And there is a lovely spread in the other room of snacks, so we hope you can stay and enjoy and share your celebrations of yourself and each other. The light of the divine surrounds us. The love of the divine enfolds us. The power of the divine protects us. The presence of the divine watches over us. Wherever we are, the divine is, and all is well. Two rows of 6 chairs in back, and all the chairs over one, and please enjoy each other. Hope to see you next week. Merry Christmas.